Hi everyone, welcome. I know it's been a while since I've made a video, I apologize, but you know what? I'm back. Today I'm recording Technique, the reaction for Technique by New Order, but I also have something else today. We're gonna do comments on my old reactions, the videos I've posted, people who are a little salty, to say the least. I don't know how many of these I'll do. I have 3 different videos that I've pulled from. I have Unknown Pleasures, and I have The Queen is Dead, and then the Smiths' self-titled debut. So we're just going to run through each of these and just kind of have some fun looking at what people have to say about the first time I hear music. Let's go. Too much for your little stomach, perhaps. My stomach can hold a lot of food, so I don't know what that's talking about. But no, it wasn't too much for my little stomach. Maybe you might say it was too little for my little stomach. Because when I first listened to the album, I was sort of surprised at how sparse it sounded. So I don't know what you're talking about, dude. Now this one isn't so much, knocking on me as much as a really good conversation that I want to kind of spotlight. So this guy said, your premise of equating accessibility with enjoyability and music quality is ridiculous. This was something I'd commented on in Unknown Pleasures is the accessibility of music based on what time and era and area of the world it came out of, is that intrinsic to its quality, or do you need to be able to separate that? And I thought it was a really interesting thought, so I kind of expounded on it. It's more of a thought than an opinion. There have been several albums/bands I've listened to on here where it was important, if not vital, to have a historical context to fully grasp the story of the music. For lack of a better term, the music is dated. As a 26-year-old who can enjoy music even more complicated than this, Joy Division was a hard band to wrap my head around until I learned more about the band, Ian Curtis, the UK during that time, etc. My question was, is this a detractor? Is it a handicap when this band needs context while others might not? I'm still not sure where I land on the issue myself. And you can read the rest of that if you want, but I thought it was an interesting conversation to have, and probably an important one, because I've covered several albums and bands in these reactions where it seems like you need to have a better grasp. It's like you can't just listen to Daniel Johnston and be like, oh wow, this is great. It's like, no, you need to know who he is, where he grew up, how he made music, why he made music, in order to be able to fully appreciate the nonsense and terrible audio quality of those songs to really any degree. Way overthinking it. Joy Division was an epic period. To go back and feel what Ian was writing now isn't going to be easy. I wasn't really overthinking it. I was trying to figure out why I didn't enjoy it and everyone else did. But over time, I've come to realize what Unknown Pleasures is all about. I certainly don't feel the same way I did a year ago when I first made that video. Geez, I've been making these for a year. Wow. But yeah, it's, I don't think I was overthinking it. I just think I was trying to figure it out. Millennial doesn't get it. Enjoy your Justin Bieber and Taylor Swift. I think you're too young to appreciate it. I like this guy. I said, I'm 17, I get this record completely. Get your head out of your ass and quit being an immature elitist. Yeah, it's this weird gatekeeping kind of thing that happens in some of these comments where it's like, you need to be this in order to be able to get it. And I'm like, that's not true. And you don't need to slam me just because I don't understand Unknown Pleasures, and I'm obviously not a fan of Justin Bieber or Taylor Swift. Like, calm down. It's okay. Wait till someone you love dies, then listen to it again, beard-scratching fool. This isn't gothic. This is raw, nerve, emotional honesty, scraping your bare bones raw to drive a nail into your heart. That's correct. And it's also gothic. Oh my gosh. This one is huge, and I'm going to try to read all of it. Here we go. Alex Haitz. He thinks my last name is Haitz, so he uses it as a pun. It's Haitz, by the way. I hates it when people keep talking because they love the sound of their own voice. More than once during this video, you were talking during a very poignant part of a song, and I wanted to reach through the internet and strangle you. Listening to Unknown Pleasures once through like this does the album and the world no justice. Joy Division is not just listening to the album once and thinking, that was really different, bleak, full of despair, yet somehow with a power I can't describe, because it is all that and so much more. That being said, I would really appreciate if you, Mr. Alex Haitz, would listen to the power of Ian Curtis's lyrics. Ian was an avid reader and the most noteworthy authors of his day. I myself am not a reader, but nonetheless am able to recognize that Ian Curtis took what he read and then distilled that knowledge into songs about the human condition that strip it down to its bare essence. Listen to the album again, but this time please read the lyrics along with the songs and see if that doesn't rattle your bones. If Unknown Pleasures doesn't take your breath away at that point, I'm not sure what else I could say to you, but saying that I do understand that Unknown Pleasures cannot be for everyone. But by saying that, if Unknown Pleasures and Joy Division aren't for you, then what are you doing on this planet wasting its oxygen and resources? To which I said, quoting him, I hate it when people keep talking because they love the sound of their own voice. Proceeds to write a 400-word diatribe as a YouTube comment. OMG, OMG, OMG. You haven't lived. It's all about the music. It's called New Wave. It's the beginning of all the tunes you listen to now. No studio influences. Totally original and raw. Sadly, everything you all listen to is manufactured crap. Don't question or rate music. It's to be enjoyed. Again, just pointing out the logical inconsistencies here. Isn't saying everything you all listen to is manufactured crap questioning/rating music? Yeah, it was like the line above. So now, the Queen is dead. Very divisive reaction that I did. When I first listened, I didn't know how I felt. And then like a few days later, I love the album. Now it's in my top 10. But people really couldn't grasp like how I was able to like not love it the first time I heard it. It was a little overwhelming for me. Let's see what they have to say. Morrissey. The Smiths. Don't get hooked on them. We did, and look how it turned out. 5 months late and a country mile behind the pack. No idea what the hell you're talking about. Also, you're so basic you like Radiohead. Sigh. I would argue that the Smiths might be more basic than Radiohead. But whatever. This one's really funny though. I like this one. You have no taste. That's all. But I've come to love the album. Do I have taste now? I guess so. Okay. Thanks, buddy. I lived up to your standards. Back then, this was all code for being gay in the 80s. Pretty explicit from that perspective. Ask any gay guy growing up then. The whole album is code for being gay? I don't think that's true. I don't think so. Sorry. Haha, you're so grumpy nice. Too bad you don't get the genius of the Smiths. Don't try and hurt yourself. Stick with simple music, like your generation of dolts. Thanks, Scott. I'll do just that. Oh my gosh. The gatekeeping. To be fair, you have to be English to get the Smiths. And I said, I've now listened to most of their discography and I get them just fine. This album is now in my top 10. Like, why? Why do you say that? Don't talk like that. Anybody, ever, please. So now, final video of this video. The Smiths' self-titled debut. People really were rubbed the wrong way that I fell asleep during the last song. A, was very tired that day. B, I often, for some reason during reactions, some songs will just kind of hit me and relax me and kind of like lull me, sometimes get me pretty drowsy. B, the instrumental was C, the instrumental in that song was very relaxing. And even before the lyrics hit, I was just like, oh, this is kind of nice. And I think that was the second video I had made of 2 videos back when I used to do 2 videos. I only do 1 reaction at a time now because doing 2 hours of content just kills me. And I often get very tired by the end, so I stopped doing it for that reason. But I wasn't even paying attention to the lyrics. So I wasn't even like hearing what was being said. Obviously, now I've gone back, heard it again. Great song. But people were really rubbed the wrong way that I fell asleep during Suffer Little Children because I was so relaxed. So, Suffer Little Children is relaxing once you realize what it's all about. I said, this is quite true. This is quite true. Oh boy. Relaxing song. It's about kids being sexually tortured and buried. Time you did an apology. I need to apologize? Wow. What I said, it was obviously the music arrangement that I found relaxing at the time and not the specific lyrics about murders I'm unfamiliar with because they took place during the 60s in a country I don't even live in. All of which I wasn't paying 100% attention to anyway because I was too drowsy by the end of the video. No apology. Sorry. Oh, dang it. The Smiths. Still for clever souls only. Oh, that sucks. Then why do I like them? Dang it. This is good. I'm not going to read all of this, but this is just really good. Americans shouldn't even be allowed allowed to listen to the Smiths. Use lot know nothing. I just said superb gatekeeping. Well done. Cheers, you pure rent boy. Yes, indeed. It just descends into madness there. So that's just a little sampling of the kind of comments I get on these videos. Most of them are very good. These are honestly like just the worst of the worst. Most of them are very good. People engaging with me, even if I don't love something on the first listen or it's just not a well-made video. There's been several where I kind of trucked through it and did it really quickly, but there's been a lot of really good interaction with people. So I very much thank you all for being civil and just talking about the music and understanding that my first time isn't going to be my primary feeling of the album. It usually will grow on me. Sometimes it doesn't. But you're all very gracious and understanding, and I appreciate that. So yeah, I might do more of these. I'll see if any other videos I have good comments on them. If you guys want to see more stuff like this, I just felt like making it just for fun. And if you guys don't like it or it doesn't get good feedback, I'll just not make them anymore. I have a Patreon. It's in the description down below if you want to check that out. If you feel up to donating $500 a month, I will say thank you. That's what I'll do. Yeah. Stay tuned for the technique video coming very soon. Thank you. That is all.